class. I welcome you all to this session. This session we are going to discuss a new topic called as tools of financial statement analysis, comparative statement and common size statement. So we are going to go ahead with what we are going to learn. So first what are the tools for analysis of financial statement? You have the comparative statement, common size statement, then you have the ratio analysis, and then you have the cash flow statement. We have already discussed ratio analysis as well as the cash flow statement. There are other tools like trend analysis and fund flow statement, but it is not part of your syllabus. So comparative statement, if we read through this, you will not be able to understand what it is given. Maybe you will be able to vaguely understand, but straight away if we go discuss a problem and then come to this, understandability level will be higher. So I'm just taking an illustration problem to explain this concept. Prepare comparative balance sheet of XY Limited from the following balance sheet. Now basically comparative balance sheet means they would give 2 years figures of balance sheet. What is the year? In the question they have given 2017 and 2016. So equity and liability, shareholders fund, share capital, equity share capital, the figure is 3,60,000 and 3 lakhs. Reserves and surplus 1,50,000 and 1,20,000. Now what do we understand by this? In the year 2017, the equity share capital has increased up to 60,000. Yes. So what we are supposed to do is, when we are preparing, this is how you need to prepare the comparative balance sheet. So you have the particulars, note number 31 March 2016. Always remember the previous year. The latest year should be in this column and the previous year should be in this column. So the first column we are taking 2016 figure, and then the second column we are taking 2017 figure. Quickly we need to copy down all the figures, and so first we will analyze. These are the figures that has been given in the question. Okay, 2,55,000, 1,70,000, same thing will be here. The arrangements would be different because here it is given as 2017 first and 2016 first, second. So now we need to arrange the figures accordingly. Okay, so 2016 1,70,000 and 2017 2,50,000. Now observe this statement carefully. One problem we will discuss and another problem we will be working out manually. Okay, so now equity share capital 3 lakhs, here 3,60,000. Now 2016, last year it was only 3 lakhs, this year it is 3,60,000, which means there is an absolute change of 60,000, absolute increase. Now 60,000 has increased. Yes. So how do you find this? You find this 60,000 has increased. What percentage of increase? Divided by 3 lakhs into 100. So if you do this, you get 20%. Okay. So how much is the increase? It is 60,000. We are keeping the base year as 2016. So 60,000 on 3 lakhs into 100 will be 20%. Similarly, reserves and surplus, you have the change. Munadi it was 1,20,000, இப்போ it is 1,50,000. So obviously there is an increase of 30,000. So 30,000 divided by 1,20,000 into 100 will be 25%. So 30,000 divided by 1,20,000 into 100. I just cross checked it. It is 25%. So long term borrowings is 1,70,000 and 2,55,000. There is an increase of 85,000 in the long term borrowings. So it is up to 50% change. How did we get 50%? 85,000 divided by 1,70,000 into 100. It is all same repetitive. Trade payables, if you observe trade payables, last year it was 1,50,000. This year it is 1,20,000 only, which means there is a reduction. The trade payables, the amount that we need to pay has reduced. Okay, so 30,000. So what is the effective change is, if at all if it is reduced, you need to show it in the brackets, and even in the percentage you need to show it in the brackets. And if you add, one thing that you need to remember is, please do not if you add and minus this, you won't get this. What you have to do is, you need to take the total 1,45,000 divided by 7,40,000 into 100 only will be 19.60. If you add this and deduct this, please, you will not get it. But here it will be like, if you add and you will deduct this, you will get 1,45,000. But in the percentage form, you cannot apply that. Okay, keep that in mind. Then you have the assets. What is the assets? You have tangible and intangible. Assets have increased to 1,50,000 because last year it was 5 lakhs, this year it is only 6,50,000. So 1,50,000 has increased. So 30% change. 1,50,000 divided by 5 lakhs into 100. Then intangible assets, that is there is no change. 1 lakh and 1 lakh, no change, so we don't have any effect. Then current asset. Trade receivables is 1,20,000 last year, but this year it is 1,25,000. 5,000 there is an increase. So if we take 5,000 divided by 1,20,000 into 100, we will get 4.77. Then we have cash and cash equivalents. Last year 20,000 irundhathu, but this year it has reduced to 10,000, which means 10,000 is the effective change, which has reduced. So if it is reducing, what you have to do, you need to show it in the bracket, and even the percentage you have to show it in the brackets. And always remember that percentage should be, you cannot minus, you should do like this: 1,45,000 divided by 7,40,000 into 100. So if we do this, we will be able to get 19.60. This is the comparative statement. Is it very simple? Yes, of course it is very, very simple. So can you look into this problem? I am going to work out the exercise 4, question number 4 in the exercise part of the chapter. So sum 1. I'll just show you which question I am working out.